Good morning, all of my gardener friends. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you all showed back up to meet me in the garden today. Today in the video, we will be discussing me trying to put together a small orchard in a small amount of space. I know. Y'all feel like, oh, she got so much space. I have so much space only to work with. That's the way I see it. See the glass half empty, or do you see the glass half full? Let's get right into this video, okay? I want to show you all what I already have worked on this small, with this small orchard. I didn't show you all the previous video. I didn't like how the videos were that I had recorded. So I just show you all what I already done, okay? Okay, so these are my three amigos, okay? This would be lime, this would be a lemon, and this also would be a lemon tree, okay? I bought them from Lowe's. They were really cheap. I want to say I probably paid about $12 a piece for them. So it was well worth it. Somebody in the comments had asked me, have I counted up the cost of what it costs to start my garden? Some people are concerned about that. Trust me, God is a provider, okay? He can cause men to give unto your bosom. Some of my things that I have grown, I've grown them from seeds. Dollar Tree, 4 for $1. Forget that sometimes I go down to my local garden, and when I go down there, they also have very, very cheap price. Very cheap prices. I'm not paying a lot. I know that's not everybody's case, but I have people who give me things. I told you, kitchen scraps. Let's not throw away our kitchen scraps, because after I eat off of that, it can produce for me over and over again. Okay? That is the math we need to be doing. Okay? All right. With me saying that, let me show you my trees. This is my lime tree. As you can see, it has one lime on it. Okay? I love it. I love the foliage, shiny, pretty. Okay? And and you put them in the ground? You can. That's not what I'm doing. This is my lemon tree. I got it off clearance. So I don't mean I got this one from Lowe's. I got this particular one from, not Tractor Supply, Rural King, from Rural King. And they had all of them on clearance, okay? Some of my leaves is not as lush as those. But yesterday I did a fertilizing of those with a citrus fertilizer, okay? Now this is one of the ones that I got from Lowe's, okay? This is my lemon. This is, when I bought it, I also bought me some of those, and I bought these little wooden burrows from Tractor Supply. But I got those off clearance. I love those. They got the handles on them. They were good garden finds. So when I need to move them, because not only can you make them patio trees, you also can take them inside. Somebody said that they're great plants for the indoors. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start working on my trees that I am trying to get planted, okay? Okay, so these are my 21-gallon tubs that I got right from the orange store, okay? And I like them because they have these handles on them. And they said that when you're trying to start like a little patio tree garden or a small orchard, that's something that you should use. It gives the roots a little more room. Is the ground better? Yes, I know that. But for us that have small spaces, want to take our stuff where we're going, if you got a truck, something, or somebody you know got a truck, and you move from where you live, you grab those by the handles, take your tree with you, okay? Just to let you know, this is also another little bush I grew, and this is blackberry, okay? I planted this also. I also put me a copper pipe inside of there to help that tree out a little bit, okay? They say copper pipes are good for blackberry trees, okay? I already kind of pre-fill my bus tubs, okay, with my dirt. And like I said, I'm using the black cow and I use the happy frog. Now, a little bit at the bottom, I also added some of that sunshine number 4 mix, okay? In case some don't go right. I don't want to be like, oh, the happy frog or the black cow didn't work. No, no. I put a little bit, but it got that, I forgot what it is, but it's like a rooting pot in there. So I thought that it would be good for me to use that since it had a little bit of the rooting pot in there. And I say that because the 2 trees that I'm going to get ready and plant now are apple trees, okay? This was the last tree that I got from Menards, which is a gala apple tree, okay? The roots were exposed, and I believe that's why nobody got them, okay? They were very, very dried out, okay? Now, my mom wanted to tell me don't get that tree because the roots are exposed and it seemed like the soil was pretty dry. But I had remembered that something that I had seen a while ago about somebody buying one that came to their house that they had delivered. And when they got it delivered, the roots was just really dry. They said they set it in water for 24 hours. I did the same. I put mine inside of in that bucket of water to let them soak overnight, okay? So I'm hoping that tree be fine. I'm thinking it's gonna be okay because their roots got back down in that water. And I'm believing that life came back into them, okay? What they say is apple trees like rich compost and a nice soil, okay? So we know we got our nice soil. I told you I believe it's somewhat top of the line, okay? Until somebody else show me different. And this compost, I put a lot of that in there. That's that black cow. Somebody asked me why don't I use other cow manures. This particular one don't have smell. That helps me, okay? Also, they said they like a good mixture fertilizer, a 10-10-10, okay? And we talked about that NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and that potassium, okay? That's something that we talked about already. So we want to kind of give it that well-round fertilizer, okay? So you have some people who already been complaining, even at the store. No, you shouldn't put that in the container. It's going to restrict the roots and all of that, okay? And I understand what they are saying, but I kind of did a little bit of homework, and they saying that you can put them in containers. Now, I do want you all to know I do have dwarf trees, and if you want to do something small because you feel like your space is small, you can look for the dwarf tree variety, okay? They have them out there, okay? Dwarf tree variety. I have a dwarf patio peach tree, okay? So this is my worm casting. I'm just gonna throw some in there, not a whole lot. If you notice, I'll be a little scared putting certain things in here. Got my help here. See them roots and stuff down there? Now, told you, they'll see you. They gonna ask you. You been at the gym? You gonna let them know. I've been working out. Okay. Fill this up. Because you know they want you to plant them trees kind of deep anyway. It's one of the reasons we got this big bus tub so it can have room. Y'all know I'm horrible with standing these trees straight up. I'm still going to put some of my garden tone in. And I'm just going to scratch it in at the top. Remember, it's kind of just a slow release fertilizer anyhow. Okay? And we'll get that watered on in. So we got this apple tree done. Now, another thing about this tree that I kind of didn't like. So they say they only grow 10 to 15 feet high. So we want to kind of try to keep it. Now, I don't want it that high. I don't want it that high. I'm thinking about letting my husband cut it back just a little bit, to cut it down just a little bit. But it definitely say it reaches the height of 10 to 15 feet. So I thought it was somewhat of a smaller tree. So that's another reason that I went and picked it, because some of the apple trees, like Red Delicious, they were saying like 25 feet high. No, I wasn't getting nothing like that. We didn't pay to get trees down big like that. It's a mess. Now this particular tree right here that I got, and by the way, these trees right here that I got was buy one, get one free at one of our local nurseries. So again, remember I told y'all I look for deals, okay? So this is a Molly's Delicious. I kind of looked it up. It said it's a sweet and it's a favorite, okay? So that's good enough for me. I like apples. I don't really care for Red Delicious. I feel like I can't swallow the skin for some reason. I've been like that since I've been a child. I just had a hard time with that, okay? We already have what we need inside of here. I'm going to go ahead and put a nice amount inside of there. Okay? I'm going to put a little bit of the worm casting in, like I said. I'm also going to put some garden tone in there. Okay? You kind of mix that in. Now this one seems to have a graft ball. That concerns me because I've heard them say that some trees should not be planted past that. I gotta figure that out. I definitely got two varieties, different varieties of apple trees. They are not self-pollinated, which means you need two for them to grow well, okay? You need two, okay? Now, let me turn this around some. If y'all can see, this tree already have an apple on it growing. It actually had several apples on there, but some of them fell off. And the wind is picking up. And in that wind that's picking up, I'm gonna talk. Okay, I'm gonna talk. And I'm discussing this. Y'all know how I get sometimes. I kind of go off track a little bit. But since we talking about apple trees, because I got other kind of trees too that I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna put my black cow around it. I want to talk about the fruit of the spirit, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? For y'all who been to Sunday school or your mothers or grandmothers then taught you about the Lord. Fruits of the spirit. Love, joy, peace, kindness, okay? There's fruits of the spirit. Long suffering. Let me move this a little bit to the side. So I want y'all to be able to see me some. Y'all know I be trying not to offend people. But I did. I saw Mr. Devil this week. He showed up. When I started this garden as a therapy session for me. I told y'all, I lost my friend in January. We've been friends since second grade. So we started on playgrounds together. Do you hear me? Over 20 years, we've been on the phone daily. We might miss a day, Sunday. We might miss a day, no more than 2 days out the week on the phone. Early in the morning, I'm getting a call. Good morning, what you doing? Okay? And we proceed to talk about all kind of things. Somebody say, you shouldn't be on the phone with nobody that much. I know what you mean. But these were conversations that iron sharpen iron. We better one another. We talked about from God to our husbands, to our children, to our everyday life on how we treated people. Okay? All right? Okay? I ain't gonna talk about that long. I'm getting to a point. So that's how this garden started, okay? I lost her in January. Actually, this shirt that I got on, we're in June right now. She asked me in October, let's go. We all spend time together, our families, in Puerto Vallarta. Me and my husband went. Our children did not go. One of her children went. One of her kids did go with us, along with some other family members, her mother, nephews, okay? Amazing time. Amazing time. Me and her have traveled and went out the country many times together. Me, her, our husbands, our families. We would do things like that, okay? I got this shirt for her, Puerto Vallarta. God's so good to me. He allowed us to spend that last time with one another. I think we was there about almost a week in Puerto Vallarta. I felt like God allowed me to have a little piece of paradise with my friend before she turned around after late October and past January. By the way, I told y'all my brother, my only brother, my mother's son, my father's son, same mother, same dad, passed. I'm the oldest child. So he's somebody I looked out for a lot of years. Loved him. My mama grew us up like that, to love one another. His birthday is January 3rd. My best friend died January 3rd. Okay? I told y'all, it ain't our business. When God called folks home, it ain't our business. Let me hear up and get past that. Let me hear up and get past that. I'm going back to the fruits of the Spirit. Okay? I saw Mr. Devil show his head this week. I did. I started this garden, like I said, because of my friend. So I did not know that this channel would grow as fast as it did and be as successful as it is. Neither did I know it's going to touch the lives of many like it has. Okay? I did not know that. I'm talking about how God do stuff, okay? Ain't nobody mad but the devil. But I saw Mr. Devil this week. He showed his head. I'm talking about the people who believe that they on their way. You gonna knock the angels out the way, getting in heaven, because you just know you gonna make it in. The books say we gonna scarcely make it. We're gonna scarcely make it, okay? Fruits of the Spirit. You hollering your apple tree, but yet oranges is falling off for you, okay? Something wrong with that. Something wrong with that. One of the fruits of the Spirit is faith. Maybe you got that faith down pat, that God for sure is gonna show up for you. He a good God. That don't mean you made it. He reign on the just and the unjust. You don't think he's good to the wicked too? They get stuff, but they also got their reward, but they also get blessed too. Don't let that make you think that dictate if you're going to make it in or not. Okay, I'm getting on back to the fruits of the Spirit. This walk is a very fragile walk to me. To me, it's very fragile. I feel like every day, if you got saved when you was 20 or, because I first started, I love the Lord out my whole life. I'm telling you, as long as I can remember. I remember praying as a child, like 7 years old. Lord, bless me. I want to have a husband that love the Lord. I want 2 kids. I'm telling you, it came to pass. Okay? Don't be lost in the house. What I want to get to and say is, you might got faith down pat. That's your fruit of the Spirit that you do well on. You do well on that. But you hateful and you mean. You're not approachable. People can't come to you. Let me talk about me for a minute so nobody don't think I'm throwing out. Pretty much all my life I have heard people say, when they meet me and get to know me, I thought you was mean. You look mean. I've heard it all my life. To the point, I got to a point in my life that I started praying, Lord, help me to smile more. Because I don't want people to think I'm mean. Then once they get to know me, they saying, I thought you was mean. You is so nice. You so nice. So I felt like that was something that I needed to change. Lord, help me to smile more. Sometimes you go through so much, a defense mechanism naturally will build up on you. We have to be careful. This is a fragile lifestyle. That's what I want to say. And every day, you should be watching for the snares of the enemy. What's the snare? What's the snare? Think of a bear trap. Traps that set before you. They are snares. We have to be careful that we don't allow the enemy to get us caught in a trap. Thinking you can justify yourself that I'm like this because of what somebody else done. I told y'all, I know folks, they haven't talked in years because somebody did something to somebody's kid, meaning I'll make it better. Maybe you stepped on my little kid new shoes. And baby, he stepped on my kid's shoes and I don't fool with him no more. I'm just using that as an example so I can ease it a little bit, okay? My point is, you think you got your reason why you don't talk to folks and don't fool with folks. Me too. Me too. I've sat in that same chair. I remember that this lady was talking to me one time. She ain't here no more. She said, we was talking about enemies. I said, I don't have no enemies. Because I haven't. I'm not a person that have a lot of friends anyway, because I kind of stay in a small circle because it's that defense mechanism. Guard your heart. For out of it flows the issues of life. So nobody likes to get their heart broken. But what I'm saying is sometimes when we get our heart broken, sometimes people didn't do it intentionally. Maybe by mistake they done it. And we have to allow people the room to error, okay? That's what I'll say. But I'm going to tell you what you ain't going to get away with. Because it's somebody that's keeping notes in the book about you. You was offended by somebody, and you think that you got the right, that you're not going to fool with them no more. We don't got the right. We don't got the right. What is forgiveness? What is forgiveness? We restore the person back to the state before they committed the offense. Okay? Am I trying to tell you people that's wicked and mean that we should just go keep company? No. Peter, where were you? I was following you, Jesus, afar off. I was sitting back, warming myself at the fire with the enemy. We don't do that. We don't do that. Nothing comes out of that. Nothing comes out of that. I've had a situation with a person. And I done had folks say, maybe you should be the bigger person. When a person is trying to threaten me or threaten my life, Make no friendship with an angry man. You still go find your situation in the book. But I'm talking about people trying to love you. I don't want to fool with them. I don't care who you is. It ain't right. It ain't right. The wind is blowing. I don't got my wind mic on. Hopefully y'all hear me. God is talking. You don't get to say you're an apple tree and different fruit is falling from you. And if you do, that's on you. But we see you. We see you. We see you. This an apple tree. Here go a peach. Hatred. Envy. You just jealous. Can't stand to see nobody with nothing. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Bag it up with a scripture. You don't know what manner of spirit you in. Did I just bag that up? Stop it. Stop it. I seen Mr. Devil this week. Folks think they on their way. You're not approachable. You mean, you snappy. We cannot be like that. I'm trying to help you. I don't want you to get up there and think, hey, Lord, how are you? It's me. You know, it's me. I lived. I gave. I helped folks out. Depart from me, I never knew you. You mean and hateful. We don't want to see it in heaven. Red buzzer. Bump. Y'all seen that movie, that crazy movie, Squid Game? Stop playing with God. Stop playing with God. I'm going to my next tree, okay? Fruits of the Spirit. Make sure you got the right fruit on you. You see something that ain't right, I'm talking to me too. If I point my finger, I got a thumb pointing back at me. I'm talking to me too. You better fix it before it's too late. Work while it's day, okay? The table set, y'all. The table, the game board is set. Wickedness in high places. I'm talking about all these tough men, selfish, evil, wicked. They don't want to help nobody. Can't wait to hit the button for war. The table is set. The Middle East and some of these other things, that's our clock. That's our clock. The Middle East is over there at war. They sending bombs into Jerusalem. Wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes. Y'all not see the big earthquake that killed up some people? What was that? Bangkok just had an earthquake. In diverse places. The table is set. Floods. Y'all see all these wildfires? It's like the earth is angry. It's like it's angry. The table is set. Be careful. Remember what I said. This lifestyle, don't think you just got it. The Bible tells you don't be many masters. You just think you done already mastered it all. Ain't approachable. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody tell you nothing. They can be coming from God trying to tell you a scripture. You don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. Shame on you. Shame on you. The Bible tells you don't be many masters. Golly, help us today, Lord. Help us today. I seen Mr. Devil this week. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm just going to be honest with you. I seen him. I seen him. But we can't tell you nothing. I heard the pastor say a couple weeks ago, one of your problems is you ain't fat. I'm sitting there like, fat? You ain't faithful. You ain't available. You ain't available. And you ain't teachable. You ain't teachable. Me and my husband looked at each other. Yep, that thing just hit me in the spirit. Is it the scripture? That ain't a scripture, but it lines up. It lines up. I told you, truth be truth. I don't care who it come from. I don't want to listen to them because they young. You looking down and despising somebody you can't tell me nothing. You too young to tell me something. You ain't got a teachable spirit. Shame on you. Let me go. Let me go. Okay? We roll into our next tree. Okay? Oh, Lord, help us today. Just learn how to love one another. Is she talking about me? If you got hit, say ouch. Get up. Clean yourself off. God loves you. He loves you. And he wants you to make it more than I want you to make it. That's what I'm going to say. Now, I know that's the truth. Get it together. You don't got time to be selfish and not get it together. Get it together. Get it together. That go for all of us. Like I said, the table is set. Wickedness in high places. Y'all don't see these folks cutting up? My country. I'm going to take that country. No, 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 no. I'm going to tear down this barn. I'm going to build me a bigger barn. They tough now. These folks is tough. It's scary to me. This is a peach tree. It's called a red Haven peach. Now, I looked this tree up on Google before I bought it, okay? And when I looked that tree up, it said that it's kind of one of the more common ones that you kind of see in the grocery store. That's what it said. If y'all decide to go out and get y'all an apple tree, just know the rule of thumb is you might be 7 years too late. Why you say that? Because they say it take about 7 years to get fruit. Nah, I don't know. That's why when I saw that mine already had some fruit on it, I already had an apple, or in this case, look, this one got peaches, oh, I grabbed them. And some people might tell you, don't get one that already have fruit. I am, because that make me think you a little healthy. You healthy. Okay. Let's be wise. Paying attention to the time. But we know the time is nigh. Because you know the enemy is cutting up right now. He know he got but a short time. So he cutting up. Babies dying every day. They don't get it. Think they can you can't tell me nothing to your mama. She can't tell me nothing. Times done change. Y'all see it? Times done change. I ain't never in my life seen nothing like that. I was scared to think something. When my mother said something, I was scared to think it in my mind. Because I was almost afraid she might be able to read what I'm thinking. Not these kids. You can't tell me. I'm grown. I'm going to do what I want to do. No, folks who have lost children. So many girls that I went to school with then lost sons in these streets. It's so sad to me. Me and my friends talk about it all the time. She had 3 boys. She said, I moved away. I'm glad I moved away because I couldn't imagine burying my boys. I understood. Girls either. But the book, this don't fit everybody. And I'm saying that, well, why she saying that? Because I ain't trying to offend nobody. This ain't for everybody. But at the end of the day, it's a promise in that book for disrespectful children. And I'm saying that so you can remind your kids, because I remind mine. God got a promise in that book for a disrespectful child. That you think you're not going to honor your mother or your father. Be very careful, because your days can be cut short. Tell them the word. Tell them the word. Is that not the word? The truth shall make us free. That's what's going to make you free. Tell them the truth. I tell my kids the truth. Oh, she must have got, look, I'm talking about my grown kids. I've been telling them that since they was kids. I still say that. One of them I have to repeat it more to. Somebody say, now why she just say that? I'm going to tell y'all like them old folks say, because that's my child. I say what I want to say about her. Yes, I will. She know it. She know her mama. I better be nice, but I be mean. Mama got that camera in front of her. She don't mind telling folks her testimony and what she been told me and nobody else. They know me. They know me. I try to be a little nice. I ain't in here telling off all their business. But they know me. I'm going to tell the truth. Don't you get in no trouble. And sure enough, if I witness it, because when you look up, if you mess around and do something wrong, when you look up in the courtroom, I'm going to be on the side truth. That's the side I'm going to be on. Oh, Lord. I don't want to go there, Lord. I know, folks, you're going to defend your child even when they wrong. You wrong. You better wash your hands to get that blood off your hands. Oh, Lord. Your kid, you just going to let them sell dope. You ain't going to question nothing because they give you money. Oh, Lord. Have mercy. You better correct your children. I explain to my kids all the time. I don't care how old you get. My position don't change. God made me a mother and he made me your mother. And I'm going to tell you the truth, even if it hurts me. You mean to tell me you tell the truth to them sometime and it even hurt you? Yep. Sure have, laid right in the bed and cried. But guess what? My hands is washed. My hands is washed. You did wrong. You did wrong. I pray God have mercy on you. You don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. Okay? I got a peach tree. I got 2 apple trees. I got to put both of those apple trees by each other, okay? So they can pollinate one another, okay? So just remember, you buy one apple tree, you must buy another one. Hopefully you catch a sale like I did. Buy one, get one free. This is the time. This is the time. That I went to several stores even looking for another apple tree because I bought this one somewhere else and I had a hard time. They was just about sold out, okay? I did. So I also have another peach, like I told y'all, got a patio peach tree. So we got all 3 of our trees planted, 2 apples, 1 peach, okay? Mental note, fruits of the spirit. This right here is a bag that I ordered from Amazon. It's a knitting bag, supposed to be good for birds and insects, okay? As you can see, they kind of pretty long for the most part, especially for this one, but you can get them longer, okay? I had them for to cover. I got some to cover up different other plants. Blueberries back here, bushes that I got. I forgot to say that. I don't know if I told y'all that, but I got blueberry bushes. I told you, a small arch blackberry bush, okay? I cover them with that. This is probably something that's necessary just in case you got some kind of weird bugs that want to attack your different fruit. I actually got several peaches on there and I lost a peach or 2. So you can get these from Amazon. I paid $7.99 for this particular one. Eventually I'll try to give me some Amazon links and stuff put in there. I'm not that skilled yet. I'm getting around to it. I told you this channel took off faster than I was expecting. So get you some of these to kind of cover up your trees so you don't have to worry about certain bugs eating on your plants or different things like that, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end this video with that. Remember, I am the kindergartner. I am here to learn from you and to repeat some of the things that I've learned, okay? And that is so we can help one another out, okay? You give, I give. You give, you know, it's like a reciprocity thing. Don't forget to like the video, comment, and subscribe, okay?